She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop.
What up, y'all? I don't know why I'm trying to act like I got all this energy. I'm tired as hell. When I tell y'all I'm tired, I worked out today. Remember, I told y'all I'm working out every day. So I worked out today. I'm actually going to do yoga a little bit later because normally what I do is I do 2 miles and then I do my yoga / Pilates. But I was doing something for my crazy son. So he kind of messed up what I had going today. So I'm going to do it a little later. I'm tired, but I said I still wanted to jump on here because what I wanted to do is keep y'all updated with this situation. And it keeps me updated, to be honest, because I'ma just kind of keep it real. Y'all was the one that was like, make sure you don't let it go. So I said, you know what? I am most definitely gonna follow up. And I said, what I can do is I don't think I'm gonna update y'all tomorrow because I don't think it's much to update. Now, I don't know if you guys saw my first live that I did when I was kind of giving y'all an update, because I think this is my first time having to report somebody to the police in a long time. So, from what I understand, I gave them the report, and they sent me a link, for me to upload the video, and I said. I was gonna call today, and I was like, I'm not gonna call these people today. It's just Wednesday. I believe it was Monday, if I'm correct. I think it was Monday. So I said, you know what? Let me wait until Friday, because if you guys watched my first video, what I said was, the police guy that I spoke to the first time, I can tell he was new, because he was trying to say, oh, I don't think, oh, yeah, it's something you can do. I said, let me speak to your supervisor. And he was like, oh, yeah, he did tell me to create a case. So I'm going to just give him some time, and I'll call back. Like I said, I do have a case number. So it's not like I can, call and I'm starting it all over. They do have the information. So I said, I'm going to wait a few days. But as I've been like learning about doxing, it's a bunch of stuff that I don't know. I guess I don't know weird shit because I just don't do this type of stuff. But I've heard of doxing. I thought it simply was giving somebody's number, but it's a whole big situation. So what I wanted to talk about is because I don't know, like, you guys, this knowledge of doxing, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know very much of it at all, other than what I hear other people talk about. Apparently this is something that whole ass people do, because I mean, this would just never be something that I would be interested in, but it is a serious, serious thing. And when I started to look it up, it has become even more serious over these last few years. Now, it was a lady that was tied to a doxing case, with regards to politics. And I was like really thinking, I said, is these folks crazy? Like, I mean, I just, me getting mad and, say, okay, well, I'm gonna release your phone number. That's, to me, that's kind of weird. So, we all different, but like I said, I started looking up different stuff, and I was just like, it really is some weird ass people in this world, So that was my motivation to say, you know what, I have to report this because, if somebody is weird enough to release information to try to get people to harass and bully you, then you need to go to that measure to report them, because folks is crazy. And like I said this is my record of it. When people do crazy stuff, you got to make sure that you report them to the police, because we don't know how crazy these folks really is, because it's some crazy folks on YouTube. Now, imagine being able. Wait a minute. I wanted to show y'all this video, but wait a minute. This lady, I was doing some research and I had found this lady. She had gotten into a lot of trouble because she had doxed these folks' information. Like I said, I didn't know very much about this. So I was really like trying to educate myself on this whole doxing situation, because I didn't know very much about it. So this is a lady, that lived in, where this lady, I think she lived in California, and she doxed somebody's information. It was related to some heated political dispute or fight. And I was like, that's what really made me think. I said, these are some different kind of people, because I just don't really know people that do weird stuff like this. Wait a minute, I think I got the volume down.
Online turned into a criminal case over in Live Oak. Police arrested a woman accused of posting a man's name and home address online after.
So, just really wanted to bring this up because, like I told y'all, I was ignorant to the laws of doxing. Didn't really know shit about it, but it seems so innocent to, oh, I just released the name. And what I was saying to y'all in my last video, it is not what you did, but it's the manner in which you do it. Now, let's say I was doing a video and, you know, it's a content creator on YouTube, and let's say they go by 𝐿KS&x, and I know 𝐿KS&x name is Michelle Williams, and I say, y'all know 𝐿KS&x or Michelle Williams, but I'm not saying it in a manner to say, go over there and get her or him. I'm just literally just talking about the person. Now, did I dox that person? If I use that example, it would be a yes, but was it intentional? No. But if I say, hey, y'all know 𝐿KS&x real name is Michelle Williams, and I got the T on everything about her, yeah, and we're gonna break this thing down slowly because I got everything. If that kind of makes sense. So it's kind of the manner in which you said it, because if you guys were on my live yesterday, the evening time, I played y'all the video, and just listening to the video and hear this guy saying these things, even y'all was saying in the chat, like he quietly signaling to the crazy folks, go and harass her. So that is when it becomes a crime, because we know we all make mistakes. You know, people make mistakes, but this is a very serious situation. And I honestly, like I said, I didn't know that this was something that people really do. Oh, somebody said, seen him dox someone from a personal email address. I gagged. Seemed dangerous. Yeah, so that's why I said I didn't really know much about anything about this. So I'm learning a lot about doxing, which I really didn't know. Somebody else said, is it Elisa Little 817? You and Freeze are not the first he's done that to. YouTube allows him to bully, and they have the records on him. So I'll say this. And again, you don't really learn this stuff until you go through it. So let's say I put a video up, right? Let's say I put a video up and say all of this stuff that violates YouTube guidelines, right? But I go in and I edit the video. It can take, I don't know, sometimes it say 20 minutes. Sometimes it can be edited faster. If I edit the video, it is now gone. It doesn't mean that it's not there. So people are not aware of the extra step. So if someone edits a video, although they edit it, YouTube does still have a record of that video. So people may not know the extra step to go to report it. So I don't believe that YouTube is allowing him to do this. You know, in my situation, he went back and edited the video. So the video is gone, but I do have a copy of the video. So with that particular video, so what I can't do is I can't go and report the video because it's not there. So typically, I don't know if you were on here yesterday, when you report a video, you literally have to go to the video and so let me show you on this particular video. I'm going to show you how you would report a video. So let's say we're watching this video, and I'm going to take this off the screen, and this person is doing something, and I say I'm going to report it. So to report it, you have to go there, and you see how it pops up report. That's how you report the video. But the problem with the video that he put up is he took the information out. So what are you reporting? So what people don't understand is, although he took it out, you can't really report that video, but it's another report that you can make. I think it's on like a docs form or something. So there's another step, but people don't know that. You literally have to reach out to YouTube and let them know what's going on. And people don't know that. So what's probably happening is people aren't reporting it because he takes the video down. But there is a step that you can, and I actually have it. I should have showed y'all that, but there is another step that you can report a person even if they take the video down. But it's just not that method. And people may not know that there is another way to report it. Oh, we got a lawyer in the house. Okay. Lawyer here, full disclosure, active member of a state bar. So I think that's it, because I'm gonna be honest. At first I was like, well, how am I report the video? Because I was trying to figure out, like, how do you report a video that's not there? And so I reached out and they did provide me with the form. So I don't think people know that. So what this guy is doing, this is what he's doing. He is putting these videos up where he's doxing people's information, and he is going back, deleting the video. And I'm glad you brought that point up, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get that form and I'm going to share that form with people, because I don't think people know how to report that. So it's a separate step. But the other part is, sometime a person, like, once he takes the video down, with my case, it was a little bit different because somebody actually recorded it. So I actually have the whole thing. I have it. But what could happen in another person's situation is he removes it or edits it out, and then nobody has recorded the video. Now, you still can reach out to YouTube, because I really believe they still have a copy. I'm going to tell you why I believe they have a copy. Sometime YouTube will flag and take down your video. You can appeal it, and then if you win, they do what? Reinstate the video. So that should tell you that YouTube has they got to have the video. Because I just had to do it the other day with a video that I know he flagged it, and I had to appeal it, and they reinstated the video. So there is a way. Hi, Freezy. There is a way that you can report this. Like I said, I'm going to go and find it, and then I'm going to do a video and show y'all how to do it, because like I said, I was trying to figure out, like, how do you report this? The video is gone. So I reached out to them, and they did send me an email with the information on how you report it. So if somebody go on YouTube and do something crazy, they do a video and then put it out, and then they go back and edit it, you can still report it. It's just another way to report it, because I reached out to them. I told them what the situation was with regards to, the video being edited, and they did provide me another way to report it. And like I said, you people probably don't know that, because I was really trying to figure out, like, how do you report a video that's gone? So there definitely is a way to do that. What y'all saying in the chat? What y'all saying? Hi, Lily. I'm just reading what y'all saying in the chat. So that's so crazy though, y'all. I've been having this intro for so long, and y'all like really like it. And I was like, dang, I need to get a new intro. Actually, the lady that did my intro, I believe this Sunday I'm going to have her on, because people always ask me about her. So I'm definitely going to have her on. And just so y'all know, that song that you guys listen to on my intro, I did not tell her what to do. She contacted me and was like, I got a gift for you. And I was like, okay. She did all of that by herself. I did not tell her what to do. She did it all by herself, just so y'all know. I did not tell her what to do. She did that all by herself. But for the ones that's, just coming in, we were just talking about how to report a video once it's been removed from YouTube. And I'm going to, at some point, do a video on that, because there is a way to report it. But it's kind of, confusing, because when you do a report, it asks for all of this stuff. But if the video is gone, you report it, they're going to ask you at what, like what part of the video, and it's gone. So they definitely have a way. But this video right here that I have on the screen, this is a lady who got into some serious trouble for doxing.
After the two repeatedly clashed over local city politics. Tonight, she's pushing back, calling it retaliation and claiming she's being targeted for speaking out.
Now, that's another part, y'all, of doxing. Generally, so here's a situation with Anton, and I'm just guessing because I really don't know him personally. it seems like he's mad because people are reacting to his content. Well, sir, that's your problem, because we are content creators. We react to people content. We talk about stuff that's trending. If you can't, take the heat, get out of the kitchen. You don't get to go and dox somebody's information because you don't like that they're reacting to your content. Like, that is no reason to say, okay, I'm going to dox their information. But even with this news story, what did they say? Retaliation. So what I learned is people do stuff like this out of retaliation. That's why when I found out he did it, I said, okay, let me just come on and let them know, because generally what a person will do is try to use something against you because they think, oh, I'm going to do this, they're going to be embarrassed. No, you can never embarrass me. You can never embarrass me. So what I'm learning is with a lot of these doxing cases, that's what they do. They try to embarrass you. Okay, I'm gonna put this out there. Okay, and your point? Yeah, there has to be a punishment for content creators who make a practice of doxing and erasing it afterwards. Exactly, Freezy. And that's why I'm going to do a video and show y'all what to do, because I was trying to figure out, I'm like, how do you report it? There is a way to report it, because I was, telling YouTube, like, how y'all gonna be this big? There is a step, but again, we don't know because we're so used to reporting the video. But what happened is, these people know, okay, I'm gonna put a video up and I'm gonna edit it. That is not, you can't do that. And again, when you fill out the form, YouTube does have the video. I don't know if they ever removed the video of y'all's, but if they ever removed your video and say, we taking it down, for instance, this dude flagged a video of mine for harassment. You can't flag that video. You just lied. So I appealed it and they put the video back up. So that goes to show they got the video. Like, I didn't have to re-upload that video. I appealed it and said, there's nothing wrong with that video. They put the video right back up.
𝐿KS&x is following all sides tonight. Alicia?
This case involves a woman who runs a social media watchdog page focused on Live Oak politics. She's now accused of unlawfully posting a man's address online, but she tells us she never threatened anyone and believes this case is tied to her political ambition ahead of the May election.
And here's the deal. Like, some people, some of his, what they call them, Antonites or whatever, says, oh, you're posting, there is nothing wrong with me posting a video critiquing his content. I can do that. That is not a crime. So who cares? That is not a crime. We are content creators. That is what we do on YouTube. If we all agree with each other, there would be no reason for y'all to go to different people's channel. Don't y'all go to different channels to get different perspectives? I don't expect Freezy to agree with everything I say. I don't expect Anton to agree with everything I say. That's why y'all go to different people's channel, to see different perspectives of the same things. That's what we do on YouTube. So unfortunately, for me, let me just give you an example. I see people creating videos and they be like, I don't agree with what she said about his daughter. 9 times out of 10, I don't watch their videos. Those people can have whatever opinion they want. That's their channel. I don't care.
A political fight online, now at the center of a criminal investigation.
I am here to report a crime.
Okay.
Friday, Live Oak police arrested Christina Lichtenberg, accused of posting a man's full name and address online. According to
Now, for y'all that didn't think, like I said, I didn't know, I'm learning this. Posting somebody's full name online is illegal. The only time it is not illegal, for instance, dude runs his channel and he say Antondaniels. So y'all already know he Antondaniels. If I say my name is Lakeysha Keysha and that's what I want to go by on social media, you cannot go and post my name, bro. That's illegal. Now, let's say he had did it and it wasn't with malicious intent. It would have been different. But you literally did a video. You did a video and the video is weird. It's giving, go get her, go harass her. That's illegal. Like, I was like, even when I was talking to the officer, I was like, I'm new. Like, I didn't even know what doxing was. I was explaining to him that people were reaching out to me like, you got to do something. And now that I'm like researching it and seeing how these weirdos out here act with trying to put people's information online, because Anton was angry that people are talking about his content online. So what he's doing is trying to harass people and try to get those weird people that follow him to harass folks. That is illegal. You can't do that, bro. It's illegal. Like, this wasn't a mistake. Like, let's say he was showing some documents and, you forgot to blot out something. It's a clear case. You can't say, oh, they were critiquing my content. Me critiquing his content just shows that was the reason that he did what he did. Like, that's not an excuse. You're not being harassed. Nobody is doing anything to you. We can critique your content, bro. That's just how it goes. Like, it is what it is.
The arrest document, the two clashed in the Facebook comments section for months over Live Oak city politics. Lichtenberg told us in a phone call the same man has harassed her for months, ever since she publicly expressed interest in running for mayor. She says,
isn't that interesting, y'all? This online shit is weird. Same situation. This lady gets into a situation with somebody based on political views that they didn't even meet. Like, I've never met this dude, Anton, in person. You're angry because I am critiquing your content. So you go and release my information? Bro, that's illegal.
She issued him a cease and desist letter in December. Police say that letter was posted on Facebook and TikTok, including personal information.
These folks is crazy.
Lichtenberg insists she never threatened anyone, and the posts were never meant to intimidate.
Doxing is getting more prevalent every day.
Attorney Joe Holscher says the key in Texas is whether sharing personal information was meant as a threat.
Did y'all hear what I said? It's all in what you do and what your intention was. If you share somebody's personal information, again, if we all make mistakes, you can't, like, for instance, dude will never be able to say this was a mistake. You did a whole video basically laying out what you did and why you did it and what you were going to do next. Basically, he's insinuating, yeah, we gonna get her. So tell me, how was that a mistake? How was that a mistake to take my information and put it up to the camera like this? How was that a mistake? You're not gonna be able to get out of this. You did it maliciously. You did it so maliciously that when people start telling you in the comments, you went back and edited the video. So I'm not sure how you're going to get out of this, bro. This is a clear case of you doxing my information.
Unless they can prove that there's some intent to threaten someone, then it's legal to post their information. The problem is a lot of things can be taken as intent to threaten someone.
He says doxing.
Exactly. And that is what I was talking about. Like, me talking about him is for some reason pissing him off. Well, we're talking about you because you are online making yourself look like a fool. We wouldn't be talking about you if you were not online dragging kids, Black women, and everybody else that look Black, and you're mad. So your intent is to bully and harass me. If you recall, the police officer says it's not bad. Well, here's the deal. It's the intent behind it. So you did this because you felt like if you put my information out here, then I'll stop talking about you. But unfortunately, dude, that ain't how it works. It don't work like that.
Laws are still legally controversial.
However, these laws haven't really been tested. So we don't know the full constitutionality of these laws right now.
If you become a victim of doxing, Holscher says document it. Take screenshots, file a police report, and call an attorney.
The problem with these steps.
And that's exactly what I did. We want to document it. So if, obviously if this is happening to y'all, I got that video. I filed my police report. I'll be following up within a few days as it relates to the police report. Because for one, like I told y'all in my last video, I had to file a police report because it's a police matter. You literally just put my information. And then I was watching the video, y'all. Y'all should have saw some of the weird stuff that the dudes that follow him, what they were saying. Like, it was just cringy. Like, are these the boys in school that didn't nobody like? Like, this is weird. Like, this is very, very weird. Like, listening to him laugh and the stuff they was putting on the screen, I was like, these folks is sick. Brags he has degenerative people that will do things for him for pay. Yes, I've seen him brag. Exactly. Now you see what I'm talking about. That's why we ain't stopping. We're not stopping. We're going all the way. We can't. I'm not letting up on this. I'm not letting up. It's too much that he has already done to document that he is a little off his rocker.
Statutes is that they also tend to target very specific groups that are aligned with the government. And it makes it hard for people to know what speech may or may not be prosecuted and has a chilling effect.
Police are investigating this case as an unlawful disclosure of an address or telephone number, which is a Class B misdemeanor. We'll continue to follow this case and let you know how it plays out. We're live in the newsroom. Alesia Nieves, KENS 5.
And that's pretty much what I'm doing. Exactly what she said. I'm documenting it. I'm getting the police involved. When I made my police report, I did not call and say I'm calling to make a police report. I said I'm calling to make a police report because I need to press charges. Those were my exact words, my exact verbiage. We're not calling to just make a police report. We are calling to press charges. I let them know this person does not live in my state. Can you explain to me how this would, how it would happen? Because originally I called them and he said, you make it with us and we will contact them. The good news is that AD has destroyed his reputation all by himself. The problems, legal and otherwise, that he may be facing are entirely self-imposed. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, this is the person that we've been, talking about. Unhinged. Like, dude, you are unhinged. It's crazy. He talk about how everybody is broke and we crazy, we degenerates and all of this, but you don't even have basic common sense. Like, who do you know that records themselves committing a crime? Like, that just don't even make no damn sense. Who the hell records themselves doing a crime? Like, who does that? Like, if you think I committed a crime, I'm gonna need you to prove it. I'm gonna need you to prove it. One thing you won't see is me recording myself committing a crime. Like, he literally recorded himself. It's really nothing else to say. We got the whole video. You edited it out, but the video was recorded. So whatever you got to say, we already got the video. Make sure stay under Chief Police Department. So originally I thought that I had to call Detroit, which I did, but they said, no, call your state and they will reach out to us, because Detroit was a hot mess, child. Them folks didn't know nothing. I was so glad that I didn't have to call them back. Because one thing I can tell y'all about Georgia, don't come to Georgia and do nothing, honey. They will put you in jail, under the jail. Georgia don't play. So I did feel really confident with Georgia because I know that they just like to lock people up anyway. I'm telling you, they don't play. In Georgia, they will lock you up if you don't have license, just so y'all know. I'm sorry, not license, insurance. If you don't have insurance on your car and you get pulled over, you're going to jail. I just want to let you know. Georgia is all about the money and they're going to lock your ass up any chance they get. So I was very confident that Georgia gonna do all they got to do to lock somebody ass up. At first, he was just a phony, presenting himself to be someone he isn't. But now we see that he's someone who plays dirty and doesn't. And that's the thing that, if you open up your YouTube, everybody is talking about this dude. Do you really think that they're talking about this dude for no reason? That is the traits. You're phony. You are coming off as somebody that you ain't. People ain't stupid. Like the people that watch YouTube are not stupid. Y'all go to multiple channels. Y'all pull information from over here. Y'all come over to this channel to make sure if it's the same information. Like the people that be on YouTube, y'all ain't dumb. And this dude comes off as he's something that he ain't. And y'all can see that this is a misfit. This dude is sticking out like a sore thumb. He is not who he say he is. So you're on here talking about, what millionaire do you know that do shit like this? Who does this? Like the broke folks ain't even, the people in the hood is not recording themselves doing crimes. This doesn't make any sense. Sir, are you okay? Are you okay, sir? This is just not what people do. Somebody said, did you get the info I sent? I don't know what you said. Like I be getting so many. When did you send it? Because I mean, my email is a mess. So people be sending me so much stuff. I don't know what you're referring to. I mean, did you just send it? My bad. I'm watching on TV. Tasha K just exposed Anton, and this video was already sent in my phone. I'm thankful for your replays. Okay. Yeah. And the whole YouTube. So y'all know what we back now? We're back in this algorithm with this dude again. Like I don't create the algorithm. I just follow it. We back on this again. Now Tasha K done exposed this dude as a fake. Like everybody is over this dude. Y'all, let's get into this video because what is his name? O'Shea did a video. O'Shea Duke Jackson did a video. And what he said in his video, he basically said that I think he said he'd been on YouTube for, did he say over 10 years or something? I think he said he'd been on YouTube for over 10 years. He said, I ain't never saw people that pretty much dislike folks the way that they dislike this dude. Like people just don't like him. Let me show y'all this. People don't like, he fake. It's that fake and phony. He's not authentic. Yeah, he said over 10 years. But I mean, he's not authentic. Like, do you want to, like, dude, he's not authentic.
With her audience on her website. And they were talking about a bunch of things, but at a point, they started talking about Antondaniels. And of course, you know, her audience was roasting him. And then you heard comments like,
and did I say he was ugly?
He's very, he's not attractive.
Wait a minute, y'all.
Oh, he just,
your boy Anton was not that cute.
Got him.
But I mean, that's subjective and whatever the case is, right? Anybody can say whatever they want to say. But then on the stream, there was a person, and I was shocked to see this. There was a young lady who used to be on the LaPeef network. That lady came on and she had this to say.
The only woman on that show, had no idea what YouTube was all about. It was a debate show, and Anton was very good at being like the polar opposite of me. Like I was like, you know, we went back and forth because I was like feisty and he was who he was. So one thing that I wanted y'all to know, like Anton lures people in with this idea of, hey, I'm gonna jump off your career and make you famous. Like he always presents himself like, I'm a married man, you know, so you don't have to worry about like me being in a, you know, like he always presents himself in that way. So I want y'all to give Mika the benefit of the doubt is that he's approaching her as, oh, I'm going to make you famous. Like I'm going to do this. And I know she want to be a rapper. I know she want to do so many other things. Like he's but he's probably telling her, oh, I'm going to do this for you to have her.
Now, my only thing with that, I understand what Tawanda is saying, but I kind of think something happened between him and Mika. Because they told too many lies. Like, they told too many lies. I believe that Mika and him had something going on, y'all. And that Tasha K interview was about 5 hours long. Like, it was so much that she said. Tasha K also revealed that Mika's husband allegedly don't mess with her anyway. So maybe that's part of the reason that her and this dude was messing around. But I don't know if y'all subscribe to Tasha K. Why don't y'all go check it out? But the entire thing is like 5 hours. Sounds like, oh my gosh. But I believe the Anton stuff is kind of in the front. I think maybe the first 15 to 20 minutes or something like that.
Yes, but he's trying to have her in spaces with him, right? So that he could potentially, make moves on her. But I'm going to guarantee that she probably never slept with him. He loves to put the illusion out there that because he's surrounded by beautiful women, that he's doing something inappropriate. And I'm going to give y'all an example. So we started that Lakeysha show. It was during COVID, right? And the creator of the show, JR, he was like, hey, y'all, I want to meet up. Like, I want all of us to meet up. So we went to dinner. That was the first and only time I ever met Anton, right? So we all went to dinner. It was me, JR, Lakeysha, JR, his name Lakeysha.
Y'all do know that Mika has started to rebrand herself. Y'all know I think her new name is the Messy Conservative. Did anybody notice that?
But whatever, he go by JR too. Anton came, and then we had another person on the show called B-Nix. So it was all of us, and we were eating dinner, and we all pay for our own dinner, all that, right? Later on, me, Anton, and JR, we kind of fell out. I don't like the way they talk to me on the show. I don't want to be on that show no more because I don't like being disrespected. I quit the show. When I quit the show, Anton and JR decided to do a campaign to go against me. So as a part of that, Anton decides, oh, I'm going to call her. I'm going to talk about her. I'm going to say she a drunk. Like, he started this whole smear campaign because of that. And then he took that dinner that was completely innocent and turned it into, yeah, I took her to dinner. Like, Nick, you didn't take me to dinner, motherfucker. I paid for my own dinner, and we were there with the entire cast. It wasn't just me and you. But he switched that whole entire scenario to something that it was completely not. So I know that he has the capability.
And that's why I don't have no respect for this dude. Like, he does all type of crazy shit. If y'all watched my video earlier, the time that she's talking about, this lady was pregnant. She had to be like 6 months, because you can visibly see. Imagine being pregnant. You have a fiance, y'all planning to get married, and he playing around as if he has something going on with this woman. Who does that? Like, that's weird.
Who lie to a high degree. So you cannot believe shit he's telling you. Not one thing. He loves to present himself as somebody that he is absolutely not, right? Absolutely, 100%. Like, he's never had any kind of slight chance of touching me. But he made people think like, oh yeah, I could have had her. No, couldn't have. I never ever thought of Anton as anything besides, oh, we on the show, I want to be cool. Like, he cool. You know what I'm saying? And then when he flipped the script, it was like, who is this? Like, what's going on? I was very new to this YouTube stuff, so I just wasn't like, okay, these ugly ass dudes, they just never been around girls, and they just don't know how to act when a girl don't do what they ask them to do. And
wait a minute, she said ugly ass dudes.
That was just kind of the scenario with that. But years later, he left the Lakeysha network and asked me to be on his show. Like, hey, we could, I said, unless you publicly apologize to me, I ain't doing shit, right? But then he apologized to me, and I still didn't do it. So I still didn't do the fucking show. I was like, I'm not doing his show. But I just could not I couldn't make myself do it. Like I was getting married at the time. Like I wasn't married. Now I'm married. But at the time I wasn't married. Like they did everything to try to stop me and my husband from getting married. Like was telling all kinds of lies and shit. I was pregnant. And it's a viral show where like my husband jumped on the camera and like called Anton and so that video, like still to this day, people be like, oh yeah, I remember when your fiance jumped on the show. Like, so, you know, there's a very viral video of me and Anton and my fiance like going at it. And, you know, Anton was like, yeah, that's why, you know, my wife checked you. Like, he just make up shit. Like, I've never met him ever. You know, she commented.
Type woman.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, he just makes up shit. That's what I'm trying to let y'all know. Like, I guarantee you that Mika probably thought, oh, yeah, he gonna put me in spaces and make me this and make me that. And that is exactly why she was like, okay, cool. And probably, you know, she probably going through shit with her husband. Trust me, she is, because she got a lot of freedom to do shit and go around and do whatever she want to do. But I guarantee you she ain't fucking. I guarantee y'all that, because he is a liar. Like, he ain't fucking nobody like her. Look, do y'all see him? He ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is not, no, you met him in person, so you see how little he is, you know?
So I was able to find the clip of her fiance and Antondaniels going back and forth with each other. And
that ain't changed. I didn't change that when we was on the phone. Yo, my wife checked you straight up in the comments. Real talk.
Check me. Your wife can't check me.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. That's exactly what she did. But the point.
How can his wife check her when she can't even check you? That don't even make sense, bro.
The point is that the same way I am offline was the exact same way I am on the show, and I don't switch up for nobody. Not one person.
You will.
That's right.
Yo, I was in Chicago. No, bring him back. He a beta.
This week, we're hosting a free trading and investing workshop right.
Wait a minute, y'all. That shit, what the hell? I gotta get my YouTube, back. They playing.
Yeah. Baby. You still a beta.
This happened sometime in 2021. And I mean, obviously, we've already seen some of the other people like Carrie Turner leave the podcast. Shout out to Chicago Rilla, man. Shy Rilla, you know, like I said, he's a good brother over there.
Yes, I love it too. I see what y'all put in the chat that I think at this time it was her fiance, you know, standing up as he should have. But do y'all know what was so disgusting about this LaPeep network shit is that these guys sat there and let these men be so disrespectful. And I didn't even understand, like, why are people even watching this? Like, it was so disrespectful for me to even watch. And this guy, LaPeep, I don't know who the hell he is, but I probably wouldn't like him. Like, he literally sitting there. So her man did exactly what he was supposed to do and protect his woman, because I don't understand how these dudes just sit up there and don't say nothing. Like, that's weird. That is weird as hell. Thank you for the super chat, Gray Peel Pod. I appreciate you. And I don't feel sorry for him. Somebody said, what did y'all say in the chat? Wait. Oh, you said strange men sit there, right? I don't know. I didn't know this was O'Shea video. Oh, yeah, that's O'Shea video.
He doesn't come on LaPeep anymore. You see her for what it is. Here you have another woman that is exposing Anton for the same things that all the other women are saying. Now, here's what he will do. He will come out and say, you know, O'Shea, all y'all jealous.
All of y'all jealous. Jealous of what? It's other people on here that has millions of subscribers. People just sick of this dude. Like, O'Shea goes onto his video to say, I think he said he's been 10 years or whatever. He said he's never saw one person get dragged across YouTube like this dude is getting dragged.
He might say something like that, you know. He might say that, you know, y'all turning on me. And it's ridiculous when you just see so many people that have the same gripe against him. It's insane. Like, I've been on YouTube, and again, granted, I'm not, you know, as big as Antondaniels on the platform. Antondaniels, the bulk of Antondaniels content is putting out a bunch of reaction videos, but he just reacts to somebody else's content, basically playing somebody out, and nothing wrong with it as a strategy, but that's what he does. Between 9 and 10 minute videos. So
now what O'Shea is saying is what everybody say. Anton, and I'm gonna just be honest, he really got some bullshit content. He literally go and gets other people videos, which is fine, but that's your entire content. Like, you go to TikTok, take videos, and just sit there and react to them. I mean, that is a form of content, but I mean, you're really not putting a whole lot of work in. So it's like what he's doing, anybody can do, but it's, you know, he really not doing that. In Tasha K video, she let him have it. Like, I haven't even gotten into the minutia of what she said because I didn't want to make it too long. But Tasha K drugged the hell out of him.
So, as a content creator, if he did not have that element, Antondaniels would not be good on YouTube. That goes to say to some other people, but mainly him because the way he does the videos, right? So Antondaniels is not a traditional, let's say, like, YouTube content creator because of his style of how he does it. He then
Did y'all hear that? That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. He is no traditional content creator. What is he creating? He literally is going to get videos from TikTok and he's reacting. Again, that is a form of creating content, but come on now. Y'all know that ain't really nothing. Like, we can all just go get TikTok videos and react to them all day. Like, he's doing the least of the least.
He uses this particular style to get views in the grift and then tell other ladies, like, look, I can help you do this and that. And somebody like myself, who's been in Black YouTube like nonstop since 2015, I don't have, and I've been active longer than Anton, with over 400 million views on all my channels. I have never had so many people, and I've been on live streams and all that stuff, like, hate me or all come out against me like Anton.
Did y'all hear that? He said as long as he's been on YouTube, never seen so many people that just despise one person. Now you're telling me that all them folks just jealous? How do you be jealous of a person if you don't really know the person? Nobody is jealous, sir. They just sick of you.
I just have never seen anybody like this. Like, and I've been on YouTube. I've seen people come and go. Why is it that you keep having this particular problem? And then why do you keep?
Now, wait a minute. I see MRT videos. He does reactions, but his reactions ain't like that. His reactions are a little more detailed. They're better to watch. So I would say his reactions are very much, his is better. So I don't know how his reactions, he does more of, how can I explain it? He does reactions, but his is very much different. He just doesn't sit there with the video playing. He does a lot more in depth to make his look a lot better. So he does do reactions, but his is a lot, to me, is very much different.
Having this particular problem with women, a man who is a married man, a man who is a professed Christian, why do all of these women have these gripes with you? I mean, and you know, you're a Black man, and then these women are all saying these things. You have Christian women leaving your podcast. I mean, it's just ridiculous to have these issues and to never acknowledge that you are the problem with these people, instead of you acting like, oh, they hate, oh, they jealous.
You are the problem, dude. Like, it's you, bruh. It's you. It's everybody but him.
Jealous. Oh, they mad. Oh, they mad at me. You know, like this is the only thing that he can really say. Oh, they hating. Oh, they mad. Oh, they jealous. Oh, they just want to be against me. But then turn around, and if it was somebody else that he knew that had this particular situation, he'd be clowning them. And like he takes no level of accountability though. Like that's the main part. Where is the accountability? Where is the accountability at? Like that's what I want to know. Where is the accountability? Like, is it just zero? Is it none? Like at all? Like there's nothing that you can do. There's nothing that you can do to explain this. It shouldn't be this many women that's having these issues with you that have fallen out with you. Even the men have very similar stories. No Captivity with Freezy has very similar stories. Some of the other brothers on here have similar stories. Why is that? Is everybody wrong about Antondaniels? It's easy to say, okay, yeah, man, people jealous of me. People, they hating on me because of what I've done. Okay, it's easy to say that. What is not easy is just living like this, bro, and just blaming everybody else. I just can't believe it. Like, he's not wrong about nothing. Nobody did it. Nobody did nothing. Everybody just mad. Everybody just jealous. I highly doubt that.
I highly doubt it too. It's this dude takes no accountability. I really hope dude get the help that he needs. No, seriously, because this is a person that he really needs some kind of mental health. Because, dude, you are doing some really strange things. Doxing, the act of revealing personal information such as legal name, address without permission, is against YouTube's terms of service and can have serious legal consequences, especially causes fear of harassment. A Michigan creator exposing a Georgia creator's information may face both platform level penalties and potential legal action under state specific laws. So yes, and you know, I'm standing on business. I am not letting this go because I see it for exactly what it is. And just like you put in the chat, this is to try to intimidate me. You know, listen, I believe they say he can't walk the streets of Michigan. I most certainly can walk the streets where I'm from. So, you know, this is, you know, this is what he did. I'm just going to follow through. That's what I'm going to do. He and his wife made a solid eat of being disparaging and malicious toward the Black community while displaying the fruit he sold. Yeah. Detroit in the house. And do y'all know when people come to my chat and they say they from Detroit, why do the people keep saying they don't like him? Like everybody is saying the same thing. Now, another thing I want to address, because I've saw a few videos in on YouTube. I mean, I don't see everybody's videos, but I do see some people videos on YouTube. Now, I would never expect a man, okay, to act like a female, because men should not act emotional. But we do know this man on the screen is very much emotional. I said that his daughter was ugly, and I meant it. I do not expect for any man to agree with me, because if you did, I would think something would be wrong with you. That is just not what men do. So I do not care about people having their own opinions. I'm definitely not one of those people that feel like if you don't agree with me, I don't like you. You should have your own opinion, and you can have your own opinion. I don't care. I just feel like, you know, I feel the way that I feel. I ain't changing it. I'm not going to change it, because the way that I feel is this is a person that has talked about folks' kids and said really bad things. I feel like saying somebody that's ugly because they really ugly, it really ain't nothing wrong with that. But you literally are telling people that you want their children in prison. You want their children making your license plates. As a matter of fact, let me show y'all something right now, because we tend to forget what people do, and we want to go with the most, you know, the most current thing. But at the end of the day, this dude has talked about people's kids. When I first started doing videos on him, he was talking about folks' kids. So I think people don't remember that part. But I'm going to bring it to y'all memory. Because this guy has talked about folks' kids for a minute here. So I got a video here that I want to show y'all. Where is it? That's what we fail to realize. This guy been talking about people's kids for a minute. Telling somebody, a mother, that you want her kids in jail, making your license plates. That's crazy. I think that's absolutely crazy. Well, I was going to show y'all a video. I don't know what I did with it. But I have a video here. And of course, I can't find it. Can't find it. I was going to show y'all a video. What y'all saying in the chat? I bet he was getting bullied in real life now. He is bullied. I really think that he probably was in school because, I mean, he seems like a person that really never got any attention. I never saw a grown-ass person that comes on social media to tell people everything that they got. Who does that? Thank you for the super chat, E. Booker. Yeah, I've never heard of a grown person that goes on social media to share, you know, everything they got new with strangers. I don't know what that is. So I believe, you know, that, you know, some stuff did happen to him, but you got to go to therapy, or, you know, you got to fix you, because you're going to end up in a lot of trouble. And also, too, I want to say that, you know, I'm thankful for the men, and it's been people that I don't even know, y'all. So I love that, you know, that men that I don't even know was like, hey, tell that N word. And I'm like, who is you? You know, so people, guys were really reaching out to me like, listen, I was like, okay, then, black men. So thank y'all for really caring, because, you know, we really don't see that a lot. So thank you to the black men that have been reaching out to me. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the super chat, Deborah. Deborah, did you send 2 super chats? Thank you for both of them. I see 2 different super chats. Yeah, y'all, somebody reached out to me. Now, I ain't gonna say no name, but they was like, listen, tell them I got 20,000. We can do a boxing match. I was like, thank you, black man. Like, they was reaching out. Like, I was like, whoa, okay, God trying to change my heart about men, because I've been thinking that, you know, the men been a little bit weird these last few years, but maybe y'all changing. Because I was like, all right, then, black man. But y'all was really, 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 you know, like reaching out to me. And these was, I didn't even know these people. So I really appreciate that. But like I said, I'm going to do a video on the process, because when it comes to reporting a video, you can only report a video that's there, but there is a step to reporting a video that's been removed. The video is still on YouTube system, but because it was edited, you are no longer able to report that section that was taken out. So, but the thing about it, even when he did it to another content creator, which is so crazy, and, you know, I don't understand why this guy keeps doing this weird stuff. That's why maybe he does need to be reported to YouTube, because he did this same thing to another content creator. He went back and edited it out of his video, but they still have the footage of what he said. So this, you know, really, he could more than likely probably get his channel taken. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't really like stuff like that. Like, I don't like to see people lose, you know, as it relates, you know, to their income and their money and stuff like that. You know, I really don't. And it doesn't benefit me really at all for the man to lose his channel. But I would assume that if he keeps moving like this, it's probably going to happen. I believe that, you know, at some point is probably going to happen, because you really can't be on here doxing people information. Speaking of God, so that this win of yours is in alignment. Let's back off of the kid solely for, girl, let me tell you something. Go tell him to back off the kids. I'm gonna probably have to block you. I don't want to, don't tell me about God. Get off my chat. You gotta go. Don't tell me about God. If you care about God, go ask him why he keep talking about kids. I think you stupid when you come to my chat and say stuff like that, when this man has a whole portfolio of talking about people kids. Can you go away? I said what I said and I meant it. Ugly is ugly. It's not my fault if she ugly. It's really the truth. It's no lies about it. If you don't like it, I don't give a damn. I said what I said and I meant it. I knew futon messed with the wrong one. You are very smart and I knew you had some curve balls yourself against him. That's funny. Yeah, and see, let me just kind of make sure y'all understand this. In a normal situation, I wouldn't mention how ugly the person is that you brought into this world. But this is what I learned with life. Sometimes you have people that'll do stuff to other people, but they don't think that it'll be done to them. So I don't have any mercy on you and the people that you love when you continually come on here and do some of the most malicious things to other people. So I don't want to hear anything about anybody that is connected to this dude because I really don't care. I don't care. I really don't. Right. I mean, it's just like, how do you come in constantly, like I can literally do video after video with this. If y'all remember, I don't know how long y'all been following me, but when I first came across this guy, I was like, who is this idiot? Like, what is this? And when I first saw his videos, I was like, well, I don't want to seem like I'm being mean. I said, so let me just continue to watch. And I just was like, no, this dude is all wrong. So the videos that I saw of him, if he's not talking about some woman's kids, he's calling her a degenerate, telling her she's a bum. No man wants her. Just a whole, in all honesty, all of this stuff that he's spewing is really hate speech. Like, so don't come to my chat telling me shit because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't care about nothing that has something to do with dude. Even his own wife sat up there and listened to him talk to this lady. Like, I don't understand how you can be in a relationship with a man that's going crazy on a stranger. Like, don't you think something is wrong with him, ma'am? And you're sitting there. And I know that his wife was there because he flipped the camera and she's sitting right there. Like, I don't care about them folks. I don't care about them folks. And I've never heard of anybody being 17 for 2 years. It's funny how, the Black community, according to him, are bums, they degenerates and all of this. But isn't it crazy how he can run to the community and, share this story? He want to talk about his 17-year-old daughter that's been 17 for 2 years, but yet he gets on this very internet and drag the community. Does that make any sense? That don't even make sense. So who cares? Like, nobody wants to know about this dude. He come on here, oh, my daughter. Dude, I watched a video where you just let this woman have it. Told this woman that this is what he said. I want your kids to be making my license plates in prison. Who says that? Who says that? I don't understand how you can say that. So my smoke for him is the smoke that he have when he get online and talk about people kids. I don't have any kids. And guess what? If you said they were ugly, I wouldn't get mad because I know that they ain't. The only people who get mad, see, is something called the truth. And if y'all remember, a good comedian jokes are only funny because they're true. They're true. So when somebody says something and you get upset, a lot of times it's some truth to it. Because how does somebody say you ugly and you get mad? It's because you are. It's because you are. You're not gonna get mad at me because you look like you do and you brought somebody in the world that look like you. You're not finna. Hey, it is what it is. what you put out. If this what you put out, I'm just gonna give it back to you. And that's that on that. I ain't changed it. I ain't sorry. I heard somebody say, oh, she should apologize. Listen, I wouldn't apologize to him if my life depended on it. Okay. Never apologizing. Why would I apologize to a person like this? This dude went and put my information on the internet, and you think I'm gonna apologize for saying ugly when it's the truth? It wasn't a lie. Like, what's the lie part? If you feel the girl ain't ugly, then she ain't ugly. But you're mad because it's the truth. It's the truth. I think AD low-key got a crush on you. Oh no. Listen, I like grown ass men. Never. He could have Trump money. I don't care about money. I like real ass men. I could never talk to anybody like him. First of all, they say he too damn little. I don't like little ass men that I can probably pick up. So no way, Jose. Get that on up off my screen. You know what? I would probably try a girl first. I mean, and then I'd be like, well, what's my options next? Because hell to the no. And if y'all know me, you know I like men, but I may have to try a girl then. If that was the only thing left, I'm gonna either be single, or I'm just gonna try the girl then. You know, I'm just going out like that. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. This dude is mentally unstable. He's short. I don't like unhealthy men, y'all. I don't like unhealthy men. I don't like that. Unhealthy men, no. How can a man be a leader when he unhealthy and mentally unhinged? How can you follow some shit like that? Hell to the no. We both going to hell. This what these so-called Black conservatives do on the internet. They only talk about white Democrats. They knew who gave them they following. Do your homework. Problem is, he don't give a F. He thinks his money is all he need, and that's the issue. Money can't buy class or respect. Money can't unlame you. That's what they've been saying in the chat. Money can't unlame you. Nobody cares about your money. You must have been a broke ass person that, you know, everything is about money. I get it. We do need money to survive. But if I had to pick a man who was mentally healthy and somebody that was rich, I'm picking a mentally healthy dude. I can't deal with crazy folks. I'm not going to deal with crazy folks. So go take your money, go buy you some cat. I'm sure you'll find somebody else. I'm just not interested. I can't deal with men that act like little boys. I can't deal with men that got short man syndrome. As a matter of fact, I don't want to talk to no short dudes. They do have little issues. They got issues. They got, he was so pressed by my book. Why are you pressed by a book that says small peepees? Do you got one? I think that's the issue. You mad about a joke book that I published. Do you think it's about you? I'm not understanding. Most important things make people great. Can't buy money. Yeah, I need a peace of mind. I can't deal with no crazy person. Listen, my boy is not a millionaire. Research. Somebody put in the chat, who can verify? Let me go find out. When somebody said, who can verify that he's a millionaire but him? That was a good one if I can find it. Because somebody did put that in the chat. If I can find it. I can't find it. But somebody did put that in the chat. Like, who else can verify that this man is a millionaire other than himself? And who keeps saying I'm a millionaire anyways? Like, boy, so what? Like, who cares? Like, what does that mean? Because you're a millionaire. So what we supposed to do? Like, let you walk on us? Or what does that mean? I live in Atlanta. Everybody a damn millionaire, so let them tell it. But yeah, I'm going to take this all away. Like I said, I'll update y'all as I get information with regards to this. I just received 3 books today. You did. She ordered the small. You ordered the books. She said, I just received my 3 books today. That is hilarious. Y'all know the funny part about that stuff that I put on Amazon. When I tell you I have not been keeping up with that, because I literally was trying something out and I didn't like Amazon because they really take a lot of the profit. So I just didn't like it. But yeah, I did publish some stuff on Amazon, but it's a joke book. So really it's like a gag book that you give somebody, but when they open it, it's no pages. So it's literally a joke. Somebody said, oh sis, I'm short guy. I'm not offended. I definitely don't act like that. Yeah. And I mean, I know some shorter guys. That don't necessarily mean it applies to all guys. I'm literally just talking shit. Honestly, I'm just talking shit. That does not apply to, and by no means is that something that is, applies to short guys. I'm just saying that somebody said they think Anton like me. And I'm just like, let me just tell you something. Before I talk to Anton, I like men. I would I would have to consider talking to a girl then. If he was my last choice, I'm gonna be like, oh shit. I'm going to have to try out the female because I would never. I watched Mika's mention my chart on his live. He asked, what is it? I thought, so he don't go to the doctor? All of a sudden he talks. Yeah, he don't know what my chart is. Yeah, my father wasn't tall and he was this. Yeah, my father wasn't tall either. He wasn't tall. My father was not tall. He wasn't tall at all. What y'all said in the chat? Somebody said I like short guys. Oh, you say you like short guys. They can't be short like me. But Keisha, keep doing your thing. Let his goofy ass take his mugshot. He will regret saying he will never go to jail. Exactly. And who says, like, I don't think any of us, be like, oh, I'm gonna go to jail, but I'm not gonna go to jail, but I don't know if I could make a declaration to say I ain't gonna never go to jail. I mean, I don't intend to go, but I'm working on my temper now. If somebody try to do something to me, I gotta do what I gotta do. So, it is what it is. So I don't know what this goofy dude be talking about. He goofy. For a person that's never gonna go to jail, he shows stay fucking with people because them folks was screaming all over YouTube. These folks lived in Detroit and was like, I want him to put my stuff on the internet. So them folks don't like him in Detroit, child. They talking about they'll, do some things or whatever they was talking about. Somebody said, I'd rather date a G-num, at least they're cute. Anton is a modern day George Jefferson without the dry cleaners. George lived in a high-rise apartment too. And wait a minute, y'all. So Tasha K live, do you know they saying that this man don't even live with his wife? This dude, everything about him is fake. If he would just like really just be honest with his life, I think people would genuinely, because y'all got to understand, there's weird people even in the world. So he gonna have followers regardless. But I think he struggles with authenticity and just being authentic and just really much being himself. He just be making up shit as he go along. Just be making up shit. Yeah, we all said that. Right, my favorite. Exactly. And here's the deal. You talking about you ain't never gonna go to jail, but you record yourself doing a crime. Who does that? You know that you walk out in the world, anybody can be recording you and you don't even know you're being recorded. So how do you record yourself doing a crime? Like you literally recorded yourself when you got on camera. You went and edited, but y'all know people screen record stuff all the time. So that's kind of stupid. And also, too, him doing what he did, do y'all know how many people unsubscribed to his channel because they really believed in this fool? And after he did that, they was like, oh, no, I'm not subscribed to him. So he's showing who he is day by day. Like when he doesn't realize that by him being a man and doing that to a woman, that's weird. Like I don't think he understands that, because the man was like, oh no, I'm over this dude. Like even the people that was rocking with him was like, oh no, I can't, I'm gone. So this dude is just losing it. Why I want to see his marriage license. I don't believe he been married all those years. Oh, baby, since you brought this out, listen, that other part of that interview, and I don't know if 𝐟𝐸𝐲 is still in here. I know I had watched his live last night, but I was like watching it. I had it on my computer, but then I was like doing stuff in the house, and then I'd like come back and watch it, but I wasn't like sitting down the entire time. But do y'all know what they said on that Zoom about dude? Somebody put in the chat that they don't believe he's been married all of those years. Now I gotta say allegedly, because I don't know if this is real. Oh, you still here, 𝐟𝐸𝐲? They said that allegedly they said that this man got a son. Now I know y'all heard what I said. That's what they said on the live, on the not on live, but on the Zoom. The girl said that she heard that allegedly that he is supposed to have a son. Remember, he been pushing this stuff, telling y'all that he only have the child by his wife. Well, allegedly they saying that it's supposed to be a son out there. I don't know if 𝐟𝐸𝐲 heard that part, but that's what they said on the Zoom. And I got to go back through it because, like I said, the Zoom was like 5 hours long. I literally was not going to sit up here for 5 hours. But the Anton stuff is in the beginning. But they trying to say that this dude allegedly got a son. Now, Tasha K is all over. Tasha K talking about, I'm going to find that son. And he coming on my show. Ain't that something? This guy is not who he say he is. He trying to expose people and put this stuff out there because he ain't who he say he is. Look, 𝐟𝐸𝐲 heard it. He said, I definitely heard that part. Yes, I was like, what the hell is going on? Yes, they trying to say that they got some information that this dude's supposed to have a son somewhere. Ain't that crazy? That is crazy. So it made me think. I said, so maybe that's why he's trying so hard. I don't know. I don't know what crazy people do, because if I was him and I had a son, I would just say it. I'm not gonna do all of that. So, but that's what they saying, child. So he trying to dig into these folks' background, and that's what they doing to him. When his wife did an interview, she claimed they met either in high school or college. She said that they met in high school, but then they had stopped, talking or whatever. Because remember, he asked her if she could suck D or whatever. So they had stopped talking, but then she had said she had called him, once she had got in college. So yeah, his wife said they met in high school. Crazy folks don't make sense. This dude said he had a vasectomy on live. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about the son information. Obviously, I don't know if it's true, but I'm just saying when I come back, I'm going to do another video later. Because like I said, it was so much stuff in that live that Tasha K did that I was trying to title, okay, what am I going to call this part of the video? So it's a lot. She talked about, it's a lot, y'all. She even talked about that, the dude had to pay for his own, he desperate. She said dude had to pay for his own flight. I'm just like, this is just giving clout chasing. And Tasha K said that she was going to, tell him that he could fly on Spirit and say he didn't want to. It was a lot, y'all. It's a lot. So it's a lot. So I'm going to jump off here, y'all, because I got to do another video. Like I said, I want to finish watching that Tasha K interview, because there was some more information in there that I want to get out to y'all. So like I said, I'll keep y'all updated with this case, because like I said, I'm not letting it go. And then I'm gonna do a video tomorrow. It's gonna be tomorrow, because I want to show y'all how to report videos once the person take it off of YouTube. All right, so
she don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock, spilling all the. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock, spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock, spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot, hit Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop.